as though there will continue to be a tug of war between Vince McMahon / WWE and Cody Rhodes / AEW for the rights to these former WCW trademarks. And let's be honest, they both have certain claims to them. Yeah. WWE also, in a semi-related matter, filed to trademark the Bella Army name.
I don't think anybody's going after that.
Which is what Nikki and Brie Bella call their fans, which are either of them still contracted to WWE?
I would assume that's the TV deal on E is through WWE, and that's why it's a thing. They
probably still are, so
yeah, it's probably coming to its end.
So that probably makes sense, though, that they would want to get that if they own them right now. I understand that. But Wrestle War, yeah, it seems like it's literally just a grab to get these floating around trademarks before Cody does, and then use them when needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's finally heating up. You know, this is AEW versus WWE. There's a war, and a lot of it's still happening.
Oh, it is not. Quit it.
It's tasty. I like.
Quit it.
I'll incite it. Bring it on.
AEW has not once gotten close to beating WWE in the ratings.
No, but they're not competing with WWE. They're competing with NXT. And up until 2 weeks ago, they won many consecutive weeks.
And so, yes, you can compete with the people who aren't even WWE.
It's not developmental. The WWE doesn't even call it developmental anymore. As a matter of fact, to prove this, WWE has officially purchased Evolve Wrestling. PW Insider reported this week. The deal was recently finalized after several months of negotiations, as we've talked about time and time again. I was beginning to think it was never going to happen. But now WWE has the complete right to use the Evolve brand name and produce Evolve events. WWE has also acquired the Evolve video library.
Which is very good for them because there are so many superstars.
There's some Darby Allin matches in there. So they can use the Evolve brand name and produce Evolve events. Only time will tell if they will. I'm sure they will, especially since they want to call NXT not developmental. WWE has also acquired the Evolve video library. Oh, I was already there. Sorry. Evolve was founded in 2010 by Gabe Sapolsky. Since 2015, the promotion has had a working relationship with WWE. When they signed the deal, Evolve created a new LLC, which is the company WWE has acquired. WWE has not purchased WWN Live, which will still reportedly go on. As for talent, PW Insider reports that the existing Evolve WWN talent contracts are not part of the sale. Apollo Crews, Austin Theory, Drew Gulak, Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano, Matt Riddle, Ricochet, and Oney Lorcan are just a few who used Evolve as a stepping stone to get to the E. I'm really looking forward to actually being able to watch some of this Evolve shit. It's good.
I'm just excited that it's going to be on the network. That's what, they're not going to do right with the name going forward no more than they did with ECW.
Yeah.
If they do, I honestly don't think they will use the name going forward, but they might. They might do it.
They felt threatened by their own trickle-in system.
But, yeah, for sure that just having, to have an Evolve channel on the WWE to go back and watch, that's going to be so awesome.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, we're getting into some non-awesome territory here. WWE attorney Jeremy McDevitt recently filed a motion to have a class action lawsuit, which we've talked about time and time again, filed by the city of Warren, Michigan Police and Fire Retirement Systems against a company dismissed.
Boo!
The stockholder's suit has to do with WWE's dealings with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the infamous travel debacle from WWE Crown Jewel 2019 of last year. McDevitt's motion included a statement dismissing comments made by former WWE Spanish commentator Hugo Savinovich, who was claiming to be able to confirm some of the details making the rounds. WWE denied Savinovich's allegations, but Hugo recently took to Facebook Live and responded to McDevitt's dismissal, saying, quote, My reputation in the wrestling business is very high. I started at 14 years old and have done everything. Writer, producer, wrestler, commentator. I stick with what I said. WWE wrestlers were kidnapped in Saudi Arabia. I don't need money. I don't need fan attention. It's a very sad thing that WWE and its lawyers tried to humiliate me and discredit my story. The Prince of Saudi Arabia fought with Vince McMahon. That's what they told me from Stamford in the WWE Central Television Studios, and I hold on to that report. I'm not afraid of WWE. I'm also not afraid of Saudi Arabia, a country that killed a journalist of yours in Turkey. WWE was wrong to go to Saudi Arabia, but I'm not afraid to speak. WWE gave me the information. Hugo continued and said he's not against WWE, but he stands by his previous statements. And he said that the curtain is falling on Vince McMahon's empire. He also said he has refused to speak against the company in court because he loves Vince McMahon and the McMahon family.
I'm glad he still took the time to speak out. I mean, many wrestling fans already assumed such, but to have some confirmation from the inside is a good thing. And it shouldn't be about the money.
No, but I also think, you know what, I get that he cares about Vince and his family, but if you care about all of the wrestlers, especially the wrestlers whose lives were allegedly placed at risk, speak up in court. Who cares? You're just being if you're being honest, you're just being honest. I think that's the part that really throws me off. He says all of this, and then he says, but I won't say this in court because I like Vince. He's my home dog. No, if they literally did something that put all of these wrestlers' lives at risk, say something in court.
Right.
That's the part that I don't like.
Yeah,
this whole statement to me was just made into bullshit.
I feel like with billionaires, you get into threats and hush money and all kinds of crazy sideways shit that we'll never actually know about.
Right, but then why even put it out on Twitter or
right.
Instagram or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like...
Because they could be discredited there very easily, you know? Like, social media is a fucking wasteland of false information, you know?
But if that's what you feel, then his post literally meant nothing and he really isn't doing anything and is not speaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That last statement is just what really threw me off. You either go all the way or you don't fucking go at all.
Yeah.
Either shut the fuck up or go to court about it. That's the way I look. I am glad he's stating it because we've reported it many times. Others have reported it, and I feel it's legitimate from the little bit I know. But if you have this information, just
make
fucking
it count.
do it.
Yeah, I get that.
In this world that we're going on with speaking out and with Black Lives Matter, if we've learned anything, it's that if you don't fucking say anything in a worldwide, national, legal, corporate, governmental way, it literally means then you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
You're part of the problem if you're not going out and doing it.
At the same point, I do gotta say, more of the people who it matters to will probably hear about it if you just post about it on social media.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
But those people are still going to end up having to go to fucking Saudi Arabia next year when the borders are opened again.
Right. Well, WWE, I just think they're trying to avoid a lot of this. And on that note, WWE will officially be fining talents for not wearing masks during future coronavirus-era TV tapings at the Performance Center in Orlando. WWE officials reportedly told the roster and staff this afternoon that they're now enforcing ruling on wearing protective masks at all times while at tapings. Masks must be worn during tapings except for talents performing on camera. The first fine for not wearing a mask will be $500. I guess to developmental talent, that's probably something. But Jesus. A talent will then be fined $1,000 for a second offense of not wearing a mask. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they still going to let in friends and family?
As long as they pay $500.
They don't have to wear the mask, though, because they're not employed by WWE.
Yeah, that's good old WWE for you. I mean, again, like you said, it's one of those things where they look like they're doing the right thing on the outside, but on the inside, they're really just not.
Yeah.
They're basically just out to help themselves.
We're checking people's temperatures.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Of course. That's a great thing to do.
Yes. Honestly, you should do that without COVID, really, right? You don't want your wrestlers getting sick anyway, because then that means they have to be off TV.
Sure.
Just thoughts. You know, as we're evolving and changing and moving forward into hopefully a better, more positive future. I don't know.
Well, speaking of a maybe better, maybe more positive future, it's definitely beneficial. The change is beneficial for sure. Next Tuesday's Impact Wrestling episode will have a different time slot, Pasty.
Ooh.
So don't tune into Impact at your normal time expecting to see the amazing quality action you normally see. In fact, Impact announced today that the July 7th episode will begin an hour late at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on both Access and Twitch.
They still haven't given up the Twitch thing, huh?
They haven't. They should, but they haven't. The time change is due to Access airing, quote, Ringo's birthday big birthday show with Ringo Starr at 8 p.m. The 80th birthday celebration for the Beatles star will benefit Black Lives Matters, Music Cares, Water Aid, and the David Lynch Foundation. So great organizations that Impact Wrestling is making room to promote. So that is awesome. Whether it's Impact, Access, Twitch, whoever, it's a good thing. I would recommend tuning in early and catching Ringo's big birthday show and then follow that up with Impact Wrestling. But if you're not going to, just to let you know, it will be later at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central.
Well, even if you do tune in, I think that'll be a good show to watch leading into some great wrestling action. Well worth it. Check it out.
For sure.
Ooh, sounds like a beer.
Crack open a cold one. We know who likes to crack open a cold one.
Oh, yeah. Mance Warner. We know he loves his beer. And the Buck Snort Brawler, soon enough, will be getting his own brand of the brew. MLW CEO Court Bauer revealed that in 2021, the wrestling world will be introduced to Mancer Light. Come next year, Mance, Pasty, Fat Mac, and all of you will be able to stock your fridge up with the Mancer Light. Why is it just light? Where's the regular Mancer?
Mancer likes his light beer. He's a competitor.
It's not. What if it's
athlete.
the only one? It's not light, right? It can't be light unless there's a not light. Is there already a not light?
I don't think that's true. I think you can be low cal without being heavy cal.
Yeah, but then it's just low cal. You can't be light without your heavy counterpart. I don't know. Do you know how scales work?
Not really, Pasty. I try to avoid them. I think it's good. I liked. I went out of my way to buy some Broken Skull Ranch IPA, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive for what you got.
That's what happens when you put a man's face on it.
Exactly. I understand that. So I'm going to look into Mancer Light. I would like to believe it's not going to be expensive as Stone Cold's IPA. So
it's going to be Red Dog price.
Yeah, I'd like to order some and maybe if possible get both of us some and we could try some on the show on the same day or something. But
I'm down for that. I still haven't got to try a Broken Skull IPA and it hurts me deeply.
I would have bought that for you too if it wasn't so daggum fucking expensive per bottle. Holy shit. It was expensive. I mean, it was really expensive, folks.
So don't buy it? Is that what you're telling the people?
I'm saying that if you live in the Texas area and it's in your liquor stores and it's available, I'd recommend you pick it up. If you have to buy it online and pay for the shipping and